Hey, Joseph, aloha. Yeah, so I got a couple of audio clips. I'll let some folks get in here. And straight from the horse's mouth, no less. And who wants me now? Okay. Hey, Jackie Blue, Leanie, Hoppy, what's up? So, yeah, Elvis is back and gracing us with his total nastiness. And he must have got to Joni because she tried to do a retraction and take that video down from last night, but it doesn't matter. We all heard it anyway, and there was nothing that didn't surprise us. It's everything we warned her about. Hey, Patricia, aloha. So I know Leanie knows what I'm going to play. I'll let some other people get in here. Let me get it queued up here. And I've been out 3 times today shooting at the pigs. And I got one of them right between the eyes. So let's see, where am I? And let me just say something to the fat man in the can. You're not supposed to have a channel. And it's not me you're going to have to worry about doing anything about it. It's the powers that be. Hey, Stitching Girl. Hey, Olivia, aloha. Joking. Yeah, I saw that, joking. Too late, though. Waffles was in there, so we know there's a copy. Or you may have a copy of her talking about how she really feels about him. And then I'm sure that he called her up, made her feel all kinds of guilty, saying that that's hate. No, the truth isn't hate. And I can't say that enough. The truth is not hate. You cannot change the truth. You can't bend it. You can't twist it. You may try, but you can't. So here's a little clip I'm going to play. And it's from his brand new channel.
Welcome to the Alpha Nomad channel. I haven't been on this channel for a while. It is February the 8th, 2021. And this channel will be a channel that I will share my lives with you, all of my adoring fans.
What was that? Did he actually put a truthful sentence out of his mouth? This channel's about the lies. Let me play it again. I'll slow it down a little bit.
I haven't been on this channel for a while. It is February the 8th, 2021. And this channel will be a channel I'll share my lies with you all.
Share my lies with? But it's a Freudian slip, Jan. It's one of those things where, we already know that when he's lying, his mouth is moving. So, and then to treat Joni and treat her mom like that, where the mom had to tell him to leave, get off the property, go. He can't get along with anybody. Him living in that van is probably the only way he has survived as long as he has, without somebody ripping his head off. And I'm just pissed because I'm sure he went to Joni and told her a bunch of lies. We thought maybe last night she'd come to her senses, and see him for who he really is and how he operates. Yeah, mom was going to call the cops. Exactly. Hey, Ardell, aloha. Nancy, aloha. Ace, Ricardo, aloha. So yeah, so let me play that again. I'll actually speed it up a little bit so he doesn't sound like he's drunk.
Alpha Nomad channel. I haven't been on this channel for a while. It is February the 8th, 2021. And this channel will be a channel that will share my lies with you, all of my adoring fans.
Oh, all of my adoring fans. Oh, God, right. Adoring fans were, oh, you know what? Get ready for the takedown again, fat man. Because you're gonna get what you get. I know, Olivia, and that's the part that bugs me. That he took her kindness for weakness. And that's bullshit. As much as us, maybe not wondering why Joni, even wants to have anything to do with him. And Joni, when he said he loved you, he said that to you to keep the hook in your mouth. Well, Jan, he's a smooth talker, and he's going to tell her all the things that she wants to hear. Oh, I love you, and blah blah blah. But yeah, in the same breath, he also calls you a sissy. That's not love. That's not even the truth. Because Joni, one thing you are not, and that's a sissy. I mean, to me. Okay, Ace. But it's just, his same bullshit again. He's not changed a bit. He's not taken the time that he's been off YouTube to become a little more self-aware and be a little kinder, not be such a dick all the time. Right, exactly. He loves no one but himself. And he's the one that put himself on that pedestal. And he kicked the rungs off, so he doesn't know how to come down from it. Well, beach blanket, that scenario has been thrown around here a time or two. Yeah, Jackie, I think so too. And kudos to Jackie. I mean, kudos to Joni for taking care of her mother. When Elbo, you abandon yours, and then you talk about her having too many responsibilities. Taking care of her mom. How dare you even say that to her when you don't give a shit about yours? And if you did give a shit about your mom, you would be taking care of her. You don't have a job. You don't have responsibilities. Why don't you take care of your mother? And I'm sick and tired of you wanting to see my mom. Yeah. You know, there's something I could play, and Ace knows which video is it that is my favorite of all time. And you know, it is what it is. And he's just no, he wasn't kicked off, but he said something very telling on his first video of his new YouTube channel. Well, they may have done it for subs, Ardell, but everything that Joni said was everything that we knew it was going to happen beforehand. So how can that be, for subs? It's it 2 and 2 isn't 3. Well, he's not supposed to have another YouTube channel. That's just the reality of it all. And I'm just going to sit back and watch him get terminated again. Not by my hand. No. But I know Honey Badger, that is also one of my favorite songs for him. By William. Stop it. We're not going outside because the pigs. No, go. Go. Well, he wants her to work on his van while he stands around barking orders. It's the same thing he did with Rosie. He stood back and barked orders. What makes anybody think that he's going to change? And then being there for what, a week? And tearing apart his van so he couldn't even move it? How rude is that? He threatened Joni? Oh, I'm sure he did, Stitching Girl. I'm sure he did. Yep. I'm sure. And Joni, you saw the support you had last night. Do you want that type of support, or do you want his type of support? You got to ask yourself that question. And I really hope you're watching, Joni. I really, really, really do. Because me personally, I think he did you real dirty in more ways than one. And you deserve better than to be used. I mean, he used Rosie and threw her to the curb and then bashed her in the process. And he basically did that to you too, Joni, as he's driving away. Hold on. I always forget. Not many frogs today. It's been pretty dry lately. And the only reason people stop watching you, Joni, is because you frustrate us. Because we don't want to see another of his victims, you know, sitting on the curb, wondering what happened. Hey, P2E Aloha. And he's stressing now because we know when she said, whatever he spends his money on, I wouldn't do that. Well, we know what that is. That's coffee and donuts. Always stuffing his face whenever he's on a live stream. Last night, my God, stuffing your face full of what? Ding dongs? But that's all right, Elbo. That will put you in your grave sooner than anything else. Because you're almost 40 now. And you don't take care of yourself. You don't know what your blood pressure is. You eat like a teenager. Oops, sorry about that. But it's true. uh, and then what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Elbo? If you catch the variant COVID that's in Florida right now, nobody's wearing a mask, everybody's running around, celebrating, hooping and hollering, and not I'm not a care in the world, blah blah blah. What happens when you get COVID? Who's gonna take care of you? Oh yeah, that's right. Shut up. The taxpayers. That's who will end up taking care of him. Why? Because he left a job where he was on the verge of getting health insurance, but no, running off to Florida was more important. My God, he worked 3 months, people. He needed a break. His brain was toxic, you know? Oh, he can't get along with anybody. He can't get along with his sister. He can't get along with his coworkers. He can't get along with this. He can't get along with that. Have you ever looked in the mirror at yourself and wondered why you can't get along with anybody else? Friends that you've had for years on here, you've ceremoniously thrown them to the curb with no more than a side eye. Yeah, the pigs are out in the yard, Hoppy. I went out twice today with my air pistol and shot one of them right between the eyes. But they are not scared anymore. And they're coming right up to the front door. And I can't have that. Yeah, his sister threw him out. Yeah. Yeah, his family knows what he's all about. Why doesn't he go to his family for working on his van? Hush. He's got family, you know? Shut up, you. Come here. Come here. Lay down, brat. He's mad at me because I didn't take him to the PARK today. But too bad. But yeah, I mean, he's got to have at least a glinting, you know, thought of why he can't get along with anybody. It probably went all the way back to kindergarten. Actually, no, probably all went all the way back to when he was in the womb. And I was listening to, gosh, was it Dr. Oz? I think it was. And it was somebody talking about their the way that they look at sexuality, and and it was said that it was because he was coddled and um I'm going to stop there. Go. I just thought about what I was going to say, and I'm going to stop there because you all know where I'm going with it. Yeah, and then he dogs Joni. She's got responsibilities. She's got to take care of her mom. She's got to take care of her property. Well, she has a mom and she has a place to live that she has to take care of. Just like you, Elbo, just like you, who's deferred all the maintenance on your van, and now it comes to the point in your life where you don't have any money. What are you going to do? They won't take they you can't sell your blood anymore, and nobody sure as hell doesn't want your sperm. So what are you going to do? You can't get along with anybody, so work is really a non-issue with you. You're never going to make money on YouTube again, nor Daily Motion, nor whatever else you put out there, because people are onto you. And honestly, if I had $100 to give to somebody, I'd give it to Joni. Of course, I'd go tell her to go buy some fresh food, but then again, I would rather give it to Joni than him, because he's just he's not worthy of anything. And being at almost 40, man, when I was in my 40th year, and I can remember my birthday that year, I got my first tattoo. Um, I was working hard. I was working 2 jobs and going to college and raising a family, and worked my butt off for 15 years at a job that I loved, but I couldn't stand the politics. But I kept my mouth shut and I kept my head down, and I just, went along with what I was told, and do your job and do it well, and you know, and when I was given the opportunity to retire, man, I snatched that up like it was chocolate cake, you know. But it's all about timing. He's 40 years old this year. He has nothing. And he says, "Well, Social Security said if I, retire now, that's a projection. That is a projection that you work a 40-hour week, 300 and what, 60 days a year or whatever it is, you know, and put some money in either into a retirement plan or a 401k. What is he going to do when he's older?" Yeah, she retracted it, but she can retract it, but it's already Waffles was in the side chat, and I'm sure that he already took a copy of it, or somebody has. Joe King or somebody, I'm sure. But we all heard it. I was in the side chat trying to tell her that, you know, I didn't want to say I told you so. I did a little gentler than that. But it was out of respect for her finally seeing the light. Um Joni's is still in love. Well, that's the kind of love that people who have low self-esteem go after. But Joni, just because he says he loves you, he doesn't even know what love is. Because the first thing is he doesn't love himself. He loathes himself. He's a failure. He's failed at everything he's attempted. You guys are right on the ball. Well, Veronica, it's years of the same thing, patterned behavior again and again and again. It's just a matter of time before, you know, what we say comes to fruition. It doesn't take much to predict what's going to happen because we've all seen it before. Not once, not twice, you know. And if he thinks he's going to get away from people telling the truth about him and what he's all about and his motives in life are, good luck. Because there's a whole lot more of us than there is of him. Hey, Cajun Kim, aloha. So, it's actually kind of sad for the fact that he's too arrogant, he's too egotistical, he's too self-centered and lack of awareness that he can't even get out of his own way. And if he says, oh, they're just lying, they're just trolls, they don't know anything. Tell me one thing I've been wrong about. And I'll gladly admit, hey, I'm wrong. How did that happen? Oh, okay. Shoot, I thought something changed on my channel. It's like, what? I mean, who goes to somebody's house, barks orders to them, tell them to take their shoes off? Well, you're in your fat little feet are in your shoes, and then standing there and barking orders at her. You know, first of all, a friend doesn't do that. Second of all, if somebody loves you, they sure as hell don't do that. That's not love. That's him getting what he wants from person A, person B, person C, and so on and so on. Yeah, I just remembered Ace. Thank you. Well, Kev, the wheels are already in motion to find out. Oh, Elvis Travels Watch. Okay, I know who you are. Of course, the van was trash. He lives in a pigsty. I mean, if he can't even keep himself clean, how is he going to keep his van clean? Really. We've seen it before. We've seen the bugs. We've seen the mess. We've seen the unthankfulness. I don't even know if that's a word. That people have worked on his van for him But what has he ever done for anybody else? Answer me that. He says, well, friendship's a give and take. When are you going to give, Elbo? When are you going to do something for one of your so-called friends? Because with your logic of give and take, you're not even following your own logic. Well, we know that they're there. I have video pictures. I have surveillance of him throwing the nasty, used diapers in a ditch at a Walmart in Wisconsin. Okay. He can't stop and say, "Oh no, that's not what that was. No, it was just garbage from my van." It doesn't matter what it was. The matter was the act of you throwing your garbage out. And when probably a trash can is probably no more than 10 yards away. Oh, but that would mean he would have to walk to go do something. Right. What am I thinking? Well, good for Joni's mom. Stand up. And I don't think that he will be going back to the Portwood Manor again. Um, yeah, they were definitely there, Lainey. Of course they were. Of course they were. He was traveling. Uh-oh, what did Stitching Girl do now? Oh, yeah, we do know where he was today. I got that email. Yeah. Doesn't take long to figure out. You're pretty much a creature of habit there, Elbo. And yeah. And I know another thing too is somebody took it upon themselves to call the local RV junkyards or junkyards in that vicinity to be on the lookout for somebody like him who walked into another business and took the floor mats out of a van that wasn't in the junkyard that belonged to the tow company next door. He even said so. So he's not above trying to get something for nothing. Of course, that's the first thing he thinks about. What can I get for nothing? Yeah, we need more people to join cast. Well, yeah, we have Ace has lots and lots of video. And not just on this issue, but on a few other issues. Well, Jack, I just think Joni needs to have I don't even want to, that's not even right either. Um, you're better than that, Joni. You really are. You don't need somebody who is a vampire and sucks the life out of you, sucks the fun out of you, sucks the goodness out of you. You don't need that. You really, really don't. And he's not going to change. Yep, waffles. Yeah, go ahead, Jackie. Well, Stitching Girl, we knew that wasn't going to last because here's what happened with his job, and it's only my opinion. and my opinion only, that he was coming up on 3 months at a job. Now, at this job, he had to use his real Social Security number, real driver's license, real everything, so they could, pay him. Well, we know from past behaviors and past actions and observations that he has creditors that want his money because he owes them. And one very recent one is the trucking company. Not to mention various creditors, credit cards. Um, he says he can't get a credit card because he has bad credit. Well, there's a reason you have bad credit. That's because you don't pay your bills. Hospital bills, um, and all that. So my thinking is just, and it probably gave him the green light to just flee to Florida. That his creditors were probably catching up to him and they were going to start garnishing his wages. Well, he ain't going to let that happen. Let's see, it says this is really easy to come by here in Wisconsin, but eventually you'll have to start paying for your own insurance when working. Yeah, exactly. And he was only working 32 hours, so he was going to get limited benefits anyway. Yes, Ace, that is correct. I don't know if that's the exact figure, but I know that money is some amount of money is owed to Prime. Yes. And who told us that? His nephew, the one that sat in the car with him and, you fools, you're the one that paid for us to sit and listen to our lives. Well, where have Darcy, you're smart. You got off YouTube. You're not on there anymore. You realized how toxic it is. Your uncle, on the other hand, he missed the memo. Right, Hoppy? Exactly. No, and he can't get the stimulus checks. Nope. Nope, nope. Because you have to pay your taxes in order to reap the benefits. And one of those benefits is the stimulus. I mean, I've got both of mine and I'm retired. Why did I get both of mine? Because I pay taxes on my retirement every year. I pay taxes on my retirement. Well, either he was afraid of them or they were afraid of him. But dogs can sense when something's not right. There's one of the neighbors here that my dog does not like. And it's not that that person's ever done anything to my dog. It's just that dogs have that sense. And it's the old saying is, if my dog doesn't like you, I won't like you. Yeah, that kind of was where that comes from. Um, I hope so, Stitching Girl. He's been living off the dollar menu now for what, 3 months? Yeah, keep drinking that nasty McDonald's coffee and those egg McMuffins, and you're probably 4,000 calorie a day um, that you eat. And even he said himself that he's growing a fupa. Now, can somebody in the side chat? All right, quiz time, folks. Shoot, I just lost my train of thought. Darn it. Um, shoot, senior moment. Dang. Oh, if somebody can be so kind as to put the definition of fupa in the side chat, uh, or if not, we don't need to. Everybody kind of knows. But he was saying that he was, looking for some action, but he's gained some weight. Oh, thank you, P2E. Yeah, that that his little turtle can't even come out of his shell anymore. Sorry. All these technical, yes, you guys are on it. And he actually said, "Yeah, I'm getting a little fat pad there." Well, quit eating those ding dongs and ho hos, and quit picking up those ding dongs and ho hos. And well, that's Jackie. It's because it's the nasty food that he eats. You know, um, yes, Jackie, that is true. That your ability to contain your waste until a time that it's ready to be expelled. Yes, that's true. And he never drinks water. It's always soda or coffee or and he doesn't realize when he gets those two McMuffins and the coffee with five sugars and three creams and a Coke because McDonald's has the best Coke. That's $1,000. That's 1,000-calorie meal, if not more. And he eats just before he goes to sleep. No wonder he has heartburn and GERD and liver issues and heart issues and probably pre-diabetic, if not already diabetic. Because his mom is diabetic and his dad was. I mean, and that stuff, it'll run in families. Me, I stopped it with my generation because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't eat a lot of sugar. I do have a little bit, I have to admit, but I don't drink sodas. I never go to McDonald's. That place is just no, 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 no. There are far superior places here to eat, and I like sushi. So that's um yeah, the fat stomach, yeah. And heart. You don't any he has he's not active in the least. He is more sedentary than somebody who works at a desk, you know? Yes, he is high risk for COVID. Yeah, now he's in the epicenter where the variant is. And nobody's wearing masks down there. That's why they're there. And that's why I asked, um, who's going to take care of him if he gets sick? Getting sick like that, living in a van. I don't think it's going to end well. No, Tribe. No, sorry. Mm-mm. He's on a no-fly list. He's on a no-fly list anyway. Yeah, my big hands. No, your hands aren't big. They're fat. Your fingers are short, just like your little legs. He's not much taller than me, and I'm 5'4". He can't. He when he says he's 5'8", that's bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Okay, thanks. Elbows travel watch. Aloha. Well, the main message is he's not going to change his lying ways. He even slipped and said it himself. Um, well, future forecaster, yeah, we thought she saw the glimmer of light last night when we thought she'd maybe come to her senses, and maybe she still will. But Joni, that's not the type of person you want to give your attention and affection to because it's never reciprocated, ever. He'll want you to do this, this, and that, bark at you, order you around, telling you you're not doing it right. Well, then you know what you tell him? If I'm not doing it right, do it yourself. You know, stand up to him and just say, no, if you want it done, you do it. But that's how he operates. He plays dumb and he acts dumb and stands at the sidelines telling everybody else what to do. Right, Hop? There you go. I'm not wasting my breath. I'm just merely pointing out some facts. Oh, Stitching Girl, when I heard that, I that was like, oh my gosh. Telling him to wear a yarmulke on his head to cover up his bald spot. That was like that's almost as good as the quote from today. Hmm. Jeez. But just food for thought, Elbow. What's going to happen if you get sick? What's going to happen when you get so old that the van life just and it's already to that point, it's wearing you down. Your mental state is really disturbed. Oh, did I not play that for you, Hop? Oh, well, you came in later. Let me play the little clip I had for tonight.
Oh, for a while. It is February the 8th, 2021, and this channel will be a channel that I'll share my lies with you, all of my adoring fans all over YouTube.
Oh, my adoring fans all over YouTube. I share my lies. Yes, the Freudian slip is just that. Yeah, exactly, Stitching Girl. Really, Tribe. Hmm. Hey, David, aloha. Well, let him get a few crumbs here and there. Chicago nomad. Aloha. Hey, Jody, aloha. Yes, it has. I hope this night finds you well and healthy. He can't retire. He'll have to work till he's 80. Yeah, that's if he even starts working right now and paying into something. Well, I just wanted to throw that little tidbit out there since one of my mods was so kind to bring it to my attention. Totally, I didn't even hear it today. Of course, I only like hear half of the stuff that comes out of his mouth anyway. Okay. Well, Jody, there's just bullshit going on anyway. You're really you're smart enough to step away for a while. Exactly, stitching girl. Exactly. I mean, that's kind of one reason why my marriage failed after 25 years. It's like I work two jobs, go to college, and you can't even do the dishes. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Although he did know how to fix our cars. I will give him that. Oh, try. Who might that be? Banksy girl? Joni? Oh, he didn't lose weight. He gained weight. No, no, no. Mm-mm. But the fupa is a fact. He will be retiring from the road, but it doesn't pay anything. You know, being a bum in a van, you're not paying into your 401k. So, well, Robert, I think that was already done. I know you retracted it, but I caught it. Um, Um, I'm trying to think what he would use a copy machine for. Um, oh gosh, you don't even know where my brain just went. Oh, I can't even bring myself to say it. Yeah, take it behind a big barn. Oh, good grief. Put him on the hay hook, hoist him up. That's Jody, that's kind of where I was going. Um, but um, Mr. Turtle doesn't come out of his shell much anymore. So turtle. It would probably look like a Vienna sausage, you know. Um, Ew, I don't even want to think that. Ooh, I need to go scrub my brain. Where's the bleach? Oh, I went to a scary place. He tried to start a biker gang. Are you kidding? Have you never seen him in his black leather pieced pieced together, one like from the flea market that had the patch on it that said biker? Yeah, mini bike gang, exactly. And he's got that huge lion head or whatever the hell it was. You know, I mean, that picture right there could be no more gay than than the village people, you know. If that didn't scream, "Hey, I'm gay." Um not that there's anything wrong with that, but embrace it, Be truthful with yourself. Yep, you're right, Ace, you cannot overcome that. Oh, there you go, Ricardo. Well, any if he would to wear that around any of my friends, um, he would find himself in a world of hurt. That's all I gotta say. Back her up, back her up. Beep, beep. God, poser. There you go. Like that guy from Judas Priest. Well, kinda. But if he was to ever wear that around real bikers, he'd be passed around like a little bitch. That's all I gotta say about that one. Um, really? All right. Well, I got to get off here. Mr. Watson needs to go for a walk. He's getting testy with me. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for coming in. It's always a fun time. We just here for shits and giggles. Not much else. What do you mean I can't cut and leave? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't really care. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Until next time. All right, can you give me a minute? Good grief. He's worse than a 2-year-old. All right, aloha.